morning, guys. It is Monday and I just thought I would take you along on my day and do kind of like a what I eat in a day in quarantine sort of vlog, because I'm trying to mix it up a little bit. The vlogs I feel like are all kind of the same, and I know other vloggers that I've watched are kind of saying the same thing when you're just kind of stuck inside and, you know, working or just sitting and playing games, watching movies, whatever. There's not too much to film, and when you do film, it seems like you're just doing the same thing over and over again. So, in the spirit of trying to change things up a little bit more, I'm going to focus a little bit more on the food today. But real quick, I got this little card from my grandma in the mail. So, Grandma, if you're watching this, thank you. For Easter. Now that I'm staying at home, I don't necessarily check the mail as frequently, but I try to get down there and check it once or twice a week. Obviously, first thing in the morning, I make coffee. So we're just sipping on that for now. I usually drink it while I kind of get ready for work, which right now means just me putting on a pair of leggings or sweatpants or something. I try to change into something that I was not wearing to sleep in, simply because it makes me feel slightly more awake. And I think this afternoon I'm going to try to go for a walk after I finish working and just try to get all of my work out of the way earlier in the day, because I only have one meeting and it's at 2, so I technically can be done at like 3 because that's when my last meeting is over if I get started early enough. So that is kind of the plan for the day. Yeah. Alright guys, it is now 7:22. For those who don't know, I usually wake up around like 5:30-ish, and that's when I like sit down and drink my coffee. So it's been about two and a half hours since I've been up, and I'm now going to make myself a little breakfast, I guess. I'm just gonna make a smoothie, and yeah. I'm just gonna make a smoothie. In my smoothie, I just put a scoop of whey protein. If I have yogurt, I'll add that instead sometimes. I like it not to just be fruit and juice. So in my smoothies, I put 1 scoop of whey protein, simply because I have found I have a hard time getting protein in my diet. I do eat meat, but I just find that this helps a little bit. And then I add some frozen berries. This is what I have right now. And then a little bit of juice. So this is the final result. I try not to blend it for too long, just because I find that the protein powder can get kind of fluffy, I guess. And then it turns into like, it's whipped and there's so much air in it that I feel like I'm just drinking air. And I don't like that. So yeah, here's the smoothie. In case anybody is wondering, this is the state of my freezer. I like to buy meat in bulk and then like freeze it like this. We have some frozen veggies if I want to, I don't know, make a soup or something. Some Thai chilies. Eggo waffles. I have some beef patties here so I can make burgers. Chicken nuggets, some ice cream, some just like frozen meals in case I'm desperate, some pizza rolls, hash browns, Texas toast. In my fridge, we have all the condiments. I did manage to get creamer. They were out for a week though, and orange juice. And here, this is an apple that I ate part of because I put it in some oatmeal. I got a big thing of milk because I'm home, so I drink it more. These are all butter chicken curries that I kind of meal prepped for like lunch or whatever. This is just a ton of rice. Some extra chicken fajita. I might eat that for lunch today. Some hummus. In the back there, I have some cheese and like, I think some broth, more cheese, bacon, sausage, eggs. Here we got some apples, some carrots. So really, as desperate as the grocery situation seems, it is different every week. So some weeks, like, they're out of eggs. Other weeks, they're out of flour. Currently, I have no flour because I made focaccia bread and I didn't think to order any. Because I was sick, I did actually do a Safeway delivery order, But because I think a lot of people are having the same idea, and maybe they have less people working, I'm not sure, but if their workers are getting sick, I doubt they're making them work. So you kind of have to order for like a week ahead. And sometimes it's hard to know exactly what you're gonna need, but there are some things that I typically have to buy every week, like fruit, creamer, that kind of thing. And so I try to order what I can, and I have stuff in my freezer. So really the weekly grocery is for things that are fresh, like the fruit and meat and that kind of thing. So I did already place an order for the end of this week. I think it should come Friday. Yeah, it's kind of weird because you have to think ahead a lot, but I think saving myself from having to go to the grocery store is probably good. And also because I was sick, I shouldn't have been going out anyway. Though technically now that it's been 72 hours since my fever is broken, I'm technically fine, but it is convenient to just have it delivered since I'm home all day anyway. Guys, I have to say, I am so tired because I was sick most of last week, I guess, and over the weekend I was getting a good like 8.5 to 9 hours or more of sleep every night because I was just so tired. And sometimes even then I felt the need to take a nap in the middle of the day. And today I woke up at 5 and I didn't sleep great, and so I think I only got like 6.5 hours of sleep according to Fitbit. So there might be a lot of tea and stuff in this video just because I'm so tired. Yeah, maybe I'll take a little break in the middle of the day and try to take a nap. I don't know if that would help or not. I will hopefully be able to just stay awake all day and then sleep really well tonight. Right, guys, so it's about 10, so I'm going to eat that leftover apple that I had in the fridge and a scoop of peanut butter and maybe take a small break and watch a YouTube video or two before going back to work. 11:30. And I'm kind of hungry, so I'm going to make this leftover fajita stuff. Probably not the most exciting thing in the world, but we've got the chicken, some sour cream, some cheese. I'm just gonna roll it up, eat it, maybe watch some YouTube or play Animal Crossing, and then get back to work after like 30 minutes or so. I was a little lazy over the weekend and didn't really do dishes, so I'm gonna do them all now. I am tired, so I'm justifying drinking a Coke right now. Hey guys, it is the next day. I forgot to film. I had 2 cookies and a little bit of milk. Basically, sometimes if I have a chocolate chip cookie craving or something, but I don't feel like making them from scratch, if you buy the Nestle Toll House, the ones that you break apart, it's like a little cube and you just, you put it on the tray and you cook it. I really am not a huge fan of chocolate chip cookies when they're cold. I think just because the chocolate chips are hard instead of melty, it's just not my favorite. So if I want fresh chocolate chip cookies, it's nice to have that because I can just put 1 or 2 in the oven at a time. I don't have to make a whole like 2 dozen or whatever it is because I know that I'm not likely to eat it, and I'm not likely to eat it very quickly if I were to make that many, but I really like a hot chocolate chip cookie dipped in some milk. Pretty good. Anyway, so I had 2 of those cookies and some milk. Obviously, during this time, eating schedules are kind of weird. It's easy to get off track because you're sitting at home. in my case, I'm in a studio apartment, so my fridge is literally right there. So I try to resist the temptation to just eat constantly. And especially on the days where I have a lot of meetings, it would be really easy to just sit here and eat and drink because I'm just sitting staring at a computer screen. So I'm trying to avoid that because I would like to not gain, what are people saying, the quarantine 15? Yeah. Trying to go for walks, try to be a little bit active. Obviously, when I was sick, I didn't leave the house at all, not even to go for walks because I didn't want to be out. And yesterday I tried to go for a walk, and within like 30 seconds to a minute of being outside, I had an allergic reaction to being outside because the tree pollen here is so bad that I had a reaction to it, even though I'm not allergic to tree pollen. I several years ago had a surgery for my sinuses, and the doctors found that I was basically creating antibodies to things that I'm not allergic to. So I think what we think is that if there's a lot of stuff in the air, like really high concentration, my body is like, there's too much stuff, and then it creates histamines, which causes me to have some sort of reaction. So we've done the scratch test and the blood test and stuff, and I technically don't have allergies to anything. However, when grass pollen is really high, I do tend to like get the classic allergy symptoms where like my nose is kind of stuffy, sneezy, whatever. And then this time I walked outside, and within like 30 seconds to a minute, like I was saying, I was getting so itchy. I was wearing leggings and then like a t-shirt and a sweater, and so my upper body didn't seem as bad. I'm thinking maybe because there were more layers, but my legs, oh my goodness, were so itchy. And I tried to just ignore it because I thought I was like being over dramatic. And then when I got home, I saw that my ankles were red, like red. And then I took my shoes off, and my feet were like, my toes were kind of swollen, and it looked like my feet were severely sunburned. That's how red it was. And the rest of my legs were like kind of red and splotchy. It wasn't completely red. Thankfully, I have a like bottle of Benadryl, so I took some Benadryl, which made me kind of sleepy, and I was already sleepy, so that wasn't great. But eventually the itching and the redness and stuff went away, and I hopped in the shower to wash whatever was on me. But yeah, my best guess is just that the tree pollen right now is so bad that my body decided to react to it. So that's fun. I also don't have any allergy medication other than Benadryl, so I'm hoping I can get some so that when I do need to leave my house to go to work, I don't have this problem, because it is supposed to be sunny for the foreseeable future, which means that the pollen probably isn't going anywhere because there's no rain to wash it away. So I'm gonna try to do some like at-home workouts that don't require me leaving the house until I've managed to get allergy medicine and have had it build up in my bloodstream, and then maybe I'll try to venture out and see how that goes. So kind of weird. Sorry I've been so rambly. This is 5 minutes of me just sitting here and talking, but I just felt the need to share this story. So I will see you guys in the next video. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Bye!